What's going on, guys? Average Player YGO here. Combo tutorial for Sprights and a little bit of announcement. Karma and I will be going to the regional in Richmond, Virginia, here at the beginning of February. Hope to see some of you there. Hopefully not. People probably won't know who we are, but I will try to vlog it. Hopefully, because I will do the editing on my phone, which is going to be a bad idea, I guess. This is the first time I'm ever going to do a video standing up, because I'm not going to move my chair. My cat's sleeping. So, yep, you see we're shuffling up. It is the Sprights. A couple of those, a couple of these. Alright, and then we're going to cut it. And we're going to dish 5 and just see how it goes. We're probably going to do 1 to 2 combos, and that's about it. Try to explain to you guys how it works as it's going along. Because I had to learn the deck basically from my own thing. I already knew like basis of what they were doing. Just got to learn like more of what they were doing. So actually, this hand's pretty good. I say pretty good. It's actually stupid because it gets you some hand traps for interruption. Not only that, it allows you to keep playing. So we're just gonna do this as if my opponent doesn't have any hand traps at all. So the first rule of business is we normal summon the beaver. I'm trying to make sure that's good. Beaver's effect will activate to summon out another beaver from your deck. And to change the deck profile, you should play 3 anglers just so you can at least summon out another or 2 more anglers if you use a sprint. So I'm gonna basically just bring another deck list with me to the regionals, so I can use somebody's, or not use somebody's angler, but get an angler off of somebody. Hopefully they are trading. So, next we're going to use blue, summon it, use his effect to add. Because we already have our starter, if we want to make sure, depending on what my opponent's playing, we can definitely use Jet to add smashers. And that would also let us do a lot more link plays. That'll allow us to do a lot more for link plays than, using like red or something like that because you want to have the interruption. But we're still going to summon up the Jet anyway. Because Jet, in this instance, you can use Jet to summon out. Or not summon out, you can still use Jet to get a starter. I'm adjusting one of my lights real quick. There we go. So you can still use Jet to get a starter if you want, to kind of get out one of those interruptions, like a carrot or a red on your opponent's turn, which is still good. And Smashers is good. Basically, for small trap removal, it's untargeting banish. So if something's like, unprotected or cannot be destroyed by card effect, or or whatnot, can't be targeted, you can just smasher it away, like a Dragoon or something like that. Just smasher it, and it gets rid of the problem. So here, in this case, we're just going to add another starter. So we can have a card to set that's going to be used as kind of like a pseudo interruption on my opponent's turn. Get us out like that red or that carrot or whatever. And that's basically what it's going to be used for. So generally here, if we didn't have the beavers, we would be making a sprint right now to send the angler. But we can do that in the next one. I can just do like a hand that's like a god tier hand sort of thing. So next we're going to XC summon for Gigantic Spright. Uses effect. Detach. The graveyard's over on the right. I'll make the graveyard right here. Detach it. We'll summon out Swap Frog. Use Swap Frog effect on summon to dump another one. And now we're going to link 2. And where you actually make it doesn't really matter. As long as you have an open spot here or here. Because your link zones are above the second one. So I'm going to link these 2 away. For Elf. Alright. Elf's effect. Summon back Swap Frog. For him. Now we're going to XC summon. Into Totally Awesome. Activate one of our starters. to get out a red. And that's basically going to be it for the combo, because... and then we're going to set Imperm, Cyclone, and Starter. So these are going to be your 3 face downs, and this is going to be your board. You can use red to get rid of your Gigantic for a negate and destroy. Toad's an Omni negate, and he can be revived back by Elf to then do another Omni negate. You got a monster negate with the infinite permanence. You got a spell and trap destruction with the Cosmic Cyclone, and then you also can get out like another. You can get out like a carrot or something like that, or you can summon out a blue to add Pixie. So this way you can, if your opponent's gonna end up finding a way to OTK you or beat over your monsters really easily, Pixies can get you out of that situation. All right, now for God Hand, we're gonna add Swap Frog. An Angler, and then we're just gonna shuffle up the rest and get 3 more random cards. All this is going first, by the way. If you want to have me going second combos, drop a like on this video. If we get to like, let's say 20 likes, Karma and I will do a battle against each other, or a duel against each other, and I will record it, and you guys will be able to see what happens when I'm going second and when interruptions are involved, because the deck is pretty good at going second, especially when it comes to trying to beat over your opponent. So there's 3, 4, 5. Now the Beaver isn't really that good here. We want the Beaver to be in our deck. We're going to activate Swap Frog's effect to discard the Angler and put the Graveyard back over here to summon itself. So we're going to chain 2, chain 1, because they're both mandatory triggers. So Swap Frog is going to activate to dump. I just went by it, I'm pretty sure. A Swap Frog, and Angler is going to activate. Yeah, summon out 2. That's why I need a 3rd Angler, kids. So here, in this case, we wouldn't need the Spright Sprint, because the Spright Sprint would just be used to dump your Angler to the graveyard anyway, or a card like Swap Frog, because of, well, what it does. And the Beaver in our hand is actually good, so we can just summon one from our graveyard. So here we are going to... We could XD summon, but we're going to immediately Link summon for the Elf, which is going to be moved down a little bit. We're going to use Elf's effect to revive back the Swap Frog. And here we're going to make the Totally Awesome, so now we can't be in a Beerud. We still have it normal summoned, so we're going to normal summon the Beaver, use its effect. Summon back Beaver from our graveyard. What we could do here is we could Link summon for the Sprint and dump a card. But that would be like the end of a play that we'd want to make Sprint here. Actually, no, let's make Sprint here. So we're going to Link to... In the Sprint. Sprint's a different 4 to interruption. You can detach a Material Elf and XC monster to bounce a card back to the hand. And I like that. So Spright Elf makes it to where neither of these cards can be targeted as well. So that's pretty good. The Ash in our hand is just sitting there. But we're going to activate Starter. Special Summon Blue. We're locked into 2s anyway. It doesn't really matter. We're going to take damage, 1100. I seem to forget sometimes that that's what Starter does. We're going to use Blue effect. I'm going to search Jet. We're going to special the Jet. Its effect's going to activate. We're going to add the Starter. And if we want to, we can make another XC here. Or we can make another Link. I can't Link anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. But I could go into Gigantic here, so this way I have like a monster to detach from. Sky Cavalry Centuria, just in case, you know, battle's a thing. So you got multiple options of what you can do here. So for me, I'll just XC, screw it, into the Gigantic Spright. Use his effect. We're going to make sure we detach the blue here because it will be useful on the opponent's turn. If for some odd reason you don't have... Like, if you can't summon back your Toad, you can summon back blue. or whatever. But sometimes it doesn't really matter because we do have that starter. And we're going to summon out Ren. And that's basically going to be it for this combo. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, see us at Richmond. And I hope to meet some of you there. It'd be quite awesome. Have a great day, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya.